Hey guys, welcome. We're going to do a quick 5-minute morning yoga stretch. So we're going to start in child's pose. So facing the mat, your knees can either be together or very wide apart. And then just walking the hands towards the front of the mat and then resting the forehead down on the mat. And just settling in here, especially if it's first thing in the morning, seeing how everything feels. Just taking a few breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling out of the nose, and then keeping the lower body exactly where it is. And now, if the forearms aren't already off the mat, press the finger pads into the mat and then lift the head and then just walk the hands off to the right, just for a slight side body stretch here. And then drop the forehead if you want a little bit more. You can stack that left hand over the right. And notice on the inhale how it really expands and opens up that left side body. And on the exhale, contracts. One more round of breath here. And then let's walk the hands off to the other side. Slowly waking everything up here. And then walking back to child's pose. Pressing the chest back down one more time. And then coming up to all fours, finding what's called tabletop. So our wrists are underneath the shoulder blades and the knees are lined up with the hips. We're just going to drop the belly, look up, and then find cat pose. So pressing that upper back towards the ceiling, really opening up behind the shoulder blades, which is a source of tightness and tension and stiffness for a lot of us. And then back to cow pose. So let's move with our breath, inhaling and exhaling, and just resisting any temptation to hold the breath. Excellent. And then walking back a little bit towards the back of your mat, or if you're just on the ground or on the carpet, we're just going to do a little bit of dynamic movement here. So we're going to go from child's pose into a modified plank and a vinyasa. So let me show you what I mean here. So we're going to walk the hands a little bit beyond where our shoulders are, and we're going to come to the knees, and we're going to press the chest through the gateway of the arms, really opening up the front of the body here, and then back to child's pose. So let's do that 3 more times. Inhaling, just warming everything up with the intention of really stretching the front of the body and then the back of the body. Good job, you guys. 2 more times, just breathing and moving, just easing into your day with this dynamic movement. 1 more time. Back to child's pose. Good. And then finding all fours tabletop. What we're going to do now is we're just going to step the right foot to the inside of our hands, however we can get them there. And we're just going to go for a stretch. So this is called a low lunge. The back knee is comfortably on the mat. If this bothers your knee for some reason, you can always take extra padding. You can fold the mat over or put a blanket underneath. I'm just going to stay here for a few breaths. And if you would like to come all the way up and reach the arms up, or maybe goal post the arms, yogi's choice here. 2 more breaths. So we're really trying to get into this left side body here. Hands are coming down, and now let's straighten that leg, getting into the hamstring, curling the toes if you need a little bit more here. Folding down if that's in your practice. It is first thing in the morning, so just go with how you feel here. And then back up. And now we're going to twist. So left hand is going to come to the inside of that right foot. The right hand is going to reach all the way up. Making sure that this knee doesn't buckle out. Keep it lined up with the ankle reaching all the way up. Staying here, or if you'd like to lift that back knee, One more round of breath, really reaching, getting into that side body, maybe bringing the arm over. Otherwise, let's come all the way back down. Unwind. In between, let's just grab a child's pose, one round of breath. Same thing on the other side. So now we're just going to step that left foot through and finding that lunge. Remember, the hands can be down on the mat or reaching all the way up, goal posting. So yogi's choice, but really trying to target this right hip. Core is nice and strong. Almost think about your belly button going back towards the spine, really stabilizing the center of the body. One more round of breath, and then let's find that half split. Straightening that left leg, curling the toes up, and then folding. And then slowly coming up and finding that twist. So the right hand is going to come to the inside of that left foot now, reaching that left arm all the way up. Staying here, or if you want to lift the back leg, you can go for that. Even reaching that arm overhead. One more round of breath. Unwind. Child's pose. And then slowly coming on up and meeting in what's called hero's pose. So just sitting on the heels, resting the hands on the thighs. If you want to close the eyes down, checking in, seeing how everything feels, just in that brief few minutes of movement. And then just staying here as long as you'd like. Namaste.